Alrighty, so where we left off last time, we've got the pocket watch, which I believe is the last trinket we can get. I do want to sell all that stuff. I believe it's the last artifact we have to find. Now, I don't want to turn it in right away, because if it is the last one, I believe, I'm assuming the game will start to end. Because we've collected everything. I'm going to stick that in there. What I want to investigate is first empty all this stuff out. That looks like all of it. Empty all that. Oh yeah, we opened the lighthouse. It opened the door to that ruined lighthouse. Yes, that makes sense. Well, I hope you found some interesting items for me to take a look at. I've just got a bunch of junk from pretty much everywhere. Does this guy have anything to say? The dock worker is standing motionless at the edge of the dock, staring down in the water. He seems paralyzed by fear at what he sees. What's wrong? He stares ahead in silence. You stand with him for a while. Occasionally, a tremor shakes his body and his breathing becomes labored. Stay with him. He strains, clenching his fist. Eyes shut tight with an effort. A tear rolls down his cheek. What happened? You notice his neck and overalls are covered in a dark fluid, the same dark fluid that was leaking from the packages you delivered earlier. His body relaxes and suddenly his eyes snap open again. They are cloudy and expressionless. Fluid rattles through his lungs. A drop of dark ooze falls from one of his ears and lands onto the dock. It slips between the boards and disappears into the water below. A trembling head turns over so slightly towards you. His breath grows heavy in anger until you step backwards, leaving him standing there on the dock. Interesting. So I assume he's infected with whatever was infecting the fish. Because the black ooze is what got on all over the fish. So he's like a zombie? He's got nothing to say. That's interesting. I didn't realize I was sentencing that guy to death when I gave him those packages. That's unfortunate for that guy. What I do want to look at is there was the guy down here. Can't remember if I finished his little tasks that he had given us for going out and finding all that stuff for his specific cursed item. I think we did the guy up by the volcanic area. What is this? Looks like a camp. I think we've been here before. Let's just check it out. Campsite. Next to the dock. Yeah, we've been here before. Alrighty. Just covering the bases before we take a deep dive into whatever mysteries there are to be found here. So I think we did this guy first, and then went up and did the red rope guy. Yeah, so he's done. So what I'm assuming is there's probably a guy on one of these islands for Twisted Strand, and I want to go do him. I want to see what all these cultists have to say. Because if there is a I want to be sure that I've done everything I can do and didn't leave anything just undone before we go turn that pocket watch in. Because who knows what happens when I turn that pocket watch in. And seeing that there's no other place left, I'm assuming that's the last relic. And so I figure that once I give it to him, whatever we're doing with all these relics is going to happen. So I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything when it comes to finishing this off. Rest here so I'm not going at night, not going nuts. And now let's go check out these islands and make sure I'm not missing anything these cultists have to say. Because I did not expect to find the mayor out on that one island way over here on that island. Or wait. Yeah. No, these islands. That's where he was. So I think... So the cultist for here was there. So I'm assuming the cultist for here is there. And the cultist for here was over here. So I'm assuming that one of these islands has the cultist for Twisted Strands, and then these islands have the cultist for Gale Cliffs. They all seem to have the same modus operandi of sacrificing fish for whatever dark god there is that everyone here seems to be worshipping. And as well as a dark god, there also seems to be the ever-present, whatchamacallit, disease that's in the water. That plague that apparently now the dock worker has, yeah. So here's this guy. Feed the mouth. The hooded figure reveals a scroll. They gesture to the picture shown at the top. It's a tarpon. Alright, we can go catch a tarpon. Now that we've finished the quests and everything that's to be done over here in the swamp, it's a lot easier to go in here and access these fish. Now that I don't have the mine suckers coming after me every time I enter the mangrove. Here's the tarpon we need. So let's go turn this in and see what else he's gonna have us get. Because the, I forget which cultist it was, but one of them gave us this talisman that makes fishing go like 300% faster. So I just want to see if there's any other ridiculously crazy items that the cultists will give you. Feed the mouth. Here's your tarpon, good sir. They hold the fish in front of their face, studying it with a tightening grip. After a few seconds, the fish collapses in on itself under the pressure. The figure looks through the gory mess and picks out a heart, placing it onto their tongue. Sustain the mind. I show you another scroll. This one shows a horseshoe crab, so I need crab pots. And I guess I get horseshoe crabs from putting crab pots in the mangrove? I think? Guess that makes the most sense. So, I don't know exactly where I'm going to catch horseshoe crabs, but I'm assuming it's in here in the mangrove. Either that or it's in the ocean. But I don't know if I can actually put crab pots in the ocean. A hardy crab pot and efficient. Because those two will hopefully catch the fastest. I mean, the hardy crab pot will last the longest. Alrighty. So, I guess I can dump one here. And then, if I come out here, is there any crab? Few. None. So I guess that, yeah, I'm gonna have to put the crab pots in here. I'll make a little bit of... Actually, I need to dredge for material. So those are catching stuff. I can go and dredge. So yeah, the store, I still don't completely understand what's going on. Because it seems like the Crimson Book's bad. Both the old mayor and the lighthouse keeper are pretty dead set on that fact. And both of them refer to us as the one that has the Crimson Book. Or was that just the mayor? I believe it's both of them referring to us as, or me as the one that has the Crimson Book. So I assume that we have something to do with the Crimson Book. That we either originally got it, we brought it to the guy who has it, the collector, or something like that, because everyone seems pretty dead set on the fact that we had something to do with this Crimson Book. And then on top of that, the collector is always talking about reclaiming something. And that's the eels. Figure we're probably gonna have to get eels, but I'm more interested in dredging right now. And then there's all these letters, like the unalive notes from the woman who was engaged, who engaged herself to a fisherman, and then the fisherman dragged up that chest. He looked into the chest, he went crazy, he left. He left her, she went nuts, and then eventually decided that, hey, life ain't worth it anymore, I'm done with this, and threw in the towel, called it quits. Let's take a look. I gotta remember all this. So now it's all in chronological order. So this one's the engagement. We're to be married. He sailed us out to the very center of Stellar Basin to see the lights. We talked for hours, something we have not done in such a long time. Waiting and hoping some time past midnight. As we were growing delirious and hysterical from the lack of sleep, the aurora shimmered in the skies above. When I turned to see his reaction, he was already down on one knee. I cannot even remember what I said or what I said, or what he said or what I said, but I know that I said yes. The ring is beautiful, with a span of jewels going right away around it. Cannot take my eyes off it. And then she says that it happened at midnight, so she claims that it's both the 6th and the 7th. So that's the first note we have. And then the second one is the fisherman's mother is dead. Yesterday was the reading of his mother's will. Most of the remaining estate went directly to him, of course, but to my surprise, she bequeathed me her pocket watch. Curious, I am not fond of the things, but I know that taking it will mean a lot to him. I cannot help it. So is the pocket watch? The pocket watch is also hers. So the ring we fished out is hers. The pocket watch is hers. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon. And our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. Okay. So, we've got the pocket watch, the pocket watch, the ring, both of which are hers. And we've collected a music box, a ring, a necklace. Hold on. Messages. But I kept a keychain. Ocean Riches was a good name. Let's say anything about a necklace anywhere. The 21st, we had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around, and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I have never known him to be so superstitious. So everything here from the 6th and 7th of March to the 20th of August, everything's going good. And then she claims she keeps the keychain and which has the old boats, the name of the boat before he renamed it to Julie. And says he wanted to throw everything, and she keeps this, and then immediately the next day things are going wrong. Then the 9th of September, he still refuses to take me aboard when he is working. He is convinced that I will find it dull or that the crew will be harassed to otherwise intolerable. Perhaps I am being overly needy. I know he needs time alone, but I am so desperately bored at home when he is away. He recently installed some salvaging equipment onto the boat. I think the idea of pulling up treasure is terribly exciting. I must convince him to let me have a go. Okay, so nothing happens the 9th. The 14th. I've not written in a few days. I've been afflicted with some strange chill which conspires to fog my brain. I cannot seem to keep warm no matter what I do. The ink has run from some lines here and they are illegible. Jesus. Well, most of what they hauled up was junk. They eventually came on a large wooden casket. A hush came over the crew at such a tantalizing discovery. I remember... So this is the Crimson Book. Yeah, this is the Crimson Book. He pried it open easily. The buckling boards cracked and groaned with relief. They splintered apart. Crimson cloth spilled out onto the deck. The crashing waves rose to fill my ears. I still hear them. He stared down into the open casket, then turned to me. In his eyes, I saw the void. This is kind of the same thing that happened to the dock worker. As they were watching. It's a fair estimate. It's very possible she's not... I mean, she did... If we go further down... the ragged note... Or no, that's the mayor's note. This one. Yeah. I believe this is her, no longer being around note. But it looks like pretty much everything is accounted for. So this is the one where she starts going crazy. Must return, I've written him another letter, this will be the last one, and then the next one is her no longer being around note. So this is the only mention of the music box. Purchased from the antiquarian at Little Marrow for a bargain price. Yeah, something, I mean, that dock workers got, like, space aids and has gone completely nuts. Whatever is going on with the Crimson Book made effectively everyone other than what do you call him? There's the horseshoe crab we need. So we can give that to the cultist tomorrow. But the Crimson Book has effectively made everyone other than the collector go insane. That's the shipyard. We need the dockyard. So we've got the board. I can finish that upgrade. And now... yeah, it seems like pretty much everything other than the... whatchamacallit... the collector's gone nuts. Everyone other than the collector's gone absolutely insane when it comes to that book being fished up. Like, the mayor went crazy, and he's talking about how he's got to stop them, how everything's... this is all wrong, everything's going wrong, and all of that, and the dock worker that we brought those packages full of slime to, he's talking about how... or he's not even able to talk anymore. He's completely infected with whatever has taken over him. Like, whatever's going on here isn't good. No matter how you look at it, it's all bad. Like, the wife, for as far as I can infer, offed herself. The collector is the only person to not go absolutely nuts when it comes to that book. And the mayor went nuts. There's no telling what the rest of the crew, what happened to the rest of the crew that was on that dredging boat. I don't know, it's all very it's all very weird. Sustain the mind. I'll show you another scroll. This is the horseshoe crab. The figure turns the crab over to expose its soft underbelly, then scoops out its innards with sharp fingernails, consuming them blindly. Consume the sky. The figure slowly reveals the final scroll. This one, barrel eye. Okay, so that's a deep sea fish. Yeah, whatever these guys are worshipping is clearly not good. What nautical engineering give me? It's going to be all the way at the bottom. Equipment types that use durability will lose it 15% slower. That's pretty handy. So, I think I'm going to have to wait till night to fish up the barrel eye. But the story here is definitely interesting. I don't know what exactly is going on. Because it started picking up pretty quick. should be able to hit that and then wake up when it gets to dark. And now, go out and find those barrel eyes. I gotta get out into the deep water and go nuts while I'm at it. Oh, man. But, okay, so where's a barrel eye? I swear they weren't this hard to find before. Can you not make me go insane for 10 seconds? I'm gonna get attacked by one of those demon sharks. At this rate. I know the barrel... Okay, I know for a fact there's barrel eye here, so I guess I'll just head that way. What is that? Oh, that's not... That's something big. That was something really big. That's not barrel I need. Oh my god! Well, I found out what it was, and it ate me. Hopefully I saved. Alright. Note to self. Don't go out into the open water in the middle of the night. Let's go over to the place where we're gonna fish barrel eye, and then sleep till dark. Instead of getting eaten by that fucking Leviathan. I figured I could outrun that. Or it was just gonna ignore me. I was quite frankly wrong. That was something. Alright, so let's go look for these barrel eye in a way that is going to not get me eaten. So there's the fort. What is this island got going on? I assume nothing much. Maybe one of those cursed rocks. I've got the biggest boat. I don't think we can get bigger than this. We have the largest hull we can get. There's no getting bigger than this. Assume there's no cursed rock or anything here. Doesn't seem to be. Yeah, we can't. We've got the largest hull. I don't think there's anything I can do about that thing. I think I'm just gonna have to suck it up and accept the fact that if I go out into the open ocean at night, I'm going to be eaten. Okay, these are those... I don't think these are the bulb eyes. I think these are the... I don't have abyssal. Oh, I have the talisman. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get rid of the talisman. We're getting to nighttime. Just like open ocean, I go a lot slower than, I'm actually looking at it. That would work. Nuking it would probably work. Get the fathomless wench. So now I get to go out in the dark and hopefully find the abyssal, or the barrel eyes. That's what we need, barrel eyes. Now I know their eyes glow. Is this them? Can't remember what their glowing eyes look like. Nope, that's a... I think these are them. The boat over there. Yep, here we go. Here's a barrel. The Yep, barrel eye. I'm just gonna fish this dry and make a little bit of money on the side here. And recoup the thousands of dollars I just dumped into upgrading this boat to the largest we can get it. But yeah, these cultists, everyone, like that guy who burned himself alive. There's the Void Eye. The guy that burned himself alive to give me the pocket watch in whatever roundabout way he figured that was a wonderful idea. But he burned himself alive, and the way he put it, these are all, what are you? Perished loose jaw. A few ragged scraps of skin hang like cobwebs from its fins. Its exposed muscles are riddled with small white worms. That's not good. That's just great. The pacing of this game is very good. It did not pick up for a while there, and then it just hit it. We were going. Starting out, go get that the music box, bring it back, and you do that the fishmonger's little request to bringing them some abyssal fish and or aberrant fish, and then all of a sudden, 1 second later, there's demons in the dark. Some dude's got space AIDS and is infected with some dimensional horror of a disease. Okay, so we'll give you the barrel eye. The figure begins to consume the fish head first, gnashing teeth, searching for the heart of the thing. When the fish is halfway gone, they stop and throw it aside. They take a book from inside their robe and give it to you. Sky will fall. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Okay. So I'm figuring that last cult is going to be on these islands. And it's going to have to do with that. So we'll go back, probably sell at Greater Marrow, and then make our way over to Gale Cliffs and get this final cultist done. And then I guess we've got the boat fully upgraded, we've got the cultist done. I don't really see what else. I think after we get this last cultist guy's stuff, we're giving the collector the pocket watch, and we're gonna ride it out. We're gonna get answers, quote unquote. We've read some of these demon rocks, and they brought about basically no new information other than like glimpses of like Cthulhu when it came to the rocks over at the lighthouse, the ruined lighthouse. Fishmonger. Yeah. Keep an eye out for larger fish. They'll feed more mouths, so I can pay you more for them. So you're a different mindset, and then I guess this research part can go into that. But I don't really see a use for that. This is, I guess that one does oceanic, but if I'm installing these two, I can fish pretty much everything. So now we make our way over there. Actually, it's getting dark, and I don't feel like getting swallowed by the white whale. So I'm gonna take a break, take a rest over here at Little Marrow with the... Yeah, it does have a pretty good aesthetic to it. So here's the dock worker, who no longer speaks, moves. The dock worker is standing motionless on the edge of the dock, staring into the water. He seems paralyzed by fear at what he sees. And when we tried to help him out, black ooze dripped from his head. So this guy's a lost cause. He is what I can only assume all but dead. Quite certain he ain't making it. But that's what happens when you keep getting packages of unspeakable black slime. What is that? Oh, there he is. So this is the black robe. Or blue robe, or turquoise robe? Approach the hooded figure, swathed in dark blue robes, their face barely visible. Fisherman, please help. You can barely hear their rasping whispers above the wind and waves. Fulfill the hunger. The hood figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point at the... Oh, so this is... So this one's for... the marrows. Interesting. I didn't consider there would be one for this. I gotta catch... So I assume it's probably gonna be mackerel, cod, and then maybe... I guess every time I've done it, I've had to catch crabs. So I'm assuming there's gonna be crabs as well. But... And I don't take any pleasure in catching crabs. Either variant of crabs. But it's what needs to be done to get these cultists their sea life hearts. So we can bring this guy his blue mackerel. Let's see what he'll give me to fill the hunger. Here's your blue mackerel, you weirdo. With expert precision, they plunge their hand through the gullet of the fish and tear out the heart. They stuff it into their mouth unceremoniously. More still. Empty. They point to another shape on a second scroll. This one makes a tiger mackerel. So that's... coastal? Have I caught a tiger mackerel? I might have. Have I caught one of those before? Hold on. Oh, I'm confused. Okay, I haven't caught that. Tiger mackerel. Coastal. They are at Gale Cliffs. So this one's Gale Cliffs and the Marrow? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, well, I'll go get you your tiger mackerel. I guess these places had similar fishing types. I mean, it wasn't like the abyssal, volcanic, or mangrove change. So I guess that's trout, or salmon, or whatever it was. Here's tiger mackerel. Yep, alright. Let's bring him his fish. Never mind, it's getting dark, and I fear the white whale. I have no intention on being eaten by the whatever sea serpent that was again. But we're gonna have to get out here. Okay, so it looks like rougher seas are gonna slow me down, which is unfortunate. Because time is of the essence. Kind of. But hopefully we can figure out... I was kind of hoping these cultists would lend a clue to the madness that's occurring here. But really, they're just having me give them sacrifices. Here's your mackerel. Again, they rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart. It's consumed as quickly as the first. Almost fulfilled. They point to a fish on a final scroll. This is a snake mackerel. Coastal. I am positive I've never caught one of those. Although I could be wrong. But I am fairly... Nope, I've caught one. Wait, they're at the Devil's Spine? These guys having me go everywhere. I guess I gotta go over here now. This would have... Now that I think about it, there's no way that guy was there. Or I would have seen him before. So when did all of them... When did they all get to these islands? It had to have been more recent. Because I... hopefully would have noticed that they were there before, just now. Especially him just being right outside of the marrow. So here's these, if I can catch it. Alright, so there's his fish. And then over there's the statue. With all these ruins that are underwater. Which I think is important to point out that everything is underwater. Because pretty much all of the cultists have talked about the sky being consumed. I was really banking on the fact that they would reveal a lot more other than, hey, believe me, bro, the cult's great. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more than that. Okay, so here's... I think you're the last? You can't be the last cultist. Although you could, because, I don't know. The fish barely left your hand before splintered nails began peeling at its scales. The heart is extracted and devoured. Their head tilts upward to look at you. They take a book from inside their robe and hand it over. Hunger sated. Now I wait. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. That's not... I wonder if something will happen when I give all of them their sacrifices. Unless he was the last one and nothing happens, but I'm assuming there's one more that is specifically for Gale Cliffs. Because that guy kind of had me go all over the place. So I'm figuring... we'll get some haggling going. I got everything for these squid. Yeah, we've got those two. I have not caught that. This will be something I probably come in and do on my own time, is go, searching for all of these different things. Yeah. That'll probably be something I do on my own time. Just to the amount of time it would take. Because there's no guarantee on what kind of aberration you get or anything like that. So we'll rest till morning, and then we're gonna go out and check that other... Or was that the island I was thinking of? No, I need to go over here. And he was there, so I'm gonna try there. And I assume there's gonna be something over there? Because he's on these rocks, and I need the rocks behind those rocks. Or there might not be anything, and that might have been the final cultist, in which case that is very interesting. I mean, the books are helpful, but they don't really explain anything. Other than, I guess, why are these cultists hoarding so many books? Okay, so there's a wrecked boat that I can go look at. There's lights on this wrecked boat. That's an alive thing! What God's green earth. Alright, so that's not a wrecked boat. What is this? A treasure ship. A rotting chest peeks out of the skeleton of the wreck. Look inside. A silver trinket, some doubloons, and a plank of wood. Is that all that's over here? It's very interesting. Is that something? No, it's just graphical stuff. Why is there a light all the way over here? I know there was a bunch. What is this? Oh, it's just another shipwreck. I know for a fact there was all of those, or that camp over here. Yeah, this camp. But nothing really came from this camp. Yeah, so I think I've been to all the islands, so I guess the only thing left to do... Yeah, they all are consistently obsessed with the hearts of the creatures. That's pretty much the universal. Well, I guess the only thing left to do is sell all this stuff, go dump, wait till morning, and then give the collector the pocket watch. We'll give you the doubloons, we'll give you the trinket, and then dump this plank in there, and take the pocket watch. And I think that's all we can do. We'll wait till morning, we'll go give him the pocket watch, and see what happens. Hopefully there's... I'm interested to see what happens when I give him this final artifact. Alrighty. Just before I do this... Okay, I can't save. I'm assuming resting saved, so I can load. The ruined mansion. You climb the broken steps to the old mansion. The waves swell and crash against the basalt columns that surround you. You pause before crossing the threshold. Conceal the relic. What is it? Tell me more about that book of yours. Which book? This one here? With a wry grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really nothing much to be said of the histories of the Grey Isles. It's quite a chore. Don't play dumb, you know which book I mean. Play dumb? Your hypocrisy is wearying. I suppose we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hands, seething in its dirty crimson jacket. Go ahead, ask us. Where did you get it? Sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember? You were there. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Who? You wanted to forget? Begged me. The room bristles. This is what you asked for. Give me the book. Your words hang in the space between. You won't change a thing. The book is ours. Step closer. You take a step closer through the crackling room. The collector lurches forward in response. What can you possibly hope to achieve? Take the book. You strike out with your right fist, punching hard into the jaw of the collector. His face shatters and falls to the ground. You're pathetic. The Book of the Deep is in your hands. Understand this, plainly. Before you sink us into despair, I know how to bring her back. It's all right there on the pages. Now you've seen its power firsthand. We wield the power to release her from her slumber. Find her last relic and we can undo everything. Undo what you did. What? Excuse me? What do I... We... Alright. You climb the broken steps. Hold on. So we're the collector. We got the book. Oh, wait a minute. We're the fishermen. Right? We're the fisherman whose wife went nuts and killed herself. Right? Conceal. I don't understand. Who are you? I am what was fractured from you on that day you dredged the depths. I am what could be. I am your breathless self. You mentioned saving someone. I assume this is gonna be my wife? Yes. She will rise from the deep. The book describes it. We almost have all of the pieces. Just one more. So we're using this to revive our wife. I guess I give him the pocket watch? He approaches, drawing closer with an incessant ticking. You have the pocket watch. You take out the watch. Its once frozen hands are now inexplainably twitching in a rhythmic struggle, trying but failing to move forward. You place it in front of the collector. Though it has been some decades since I last laid eyes upon this, the sound of its mechanisms have grown no less unpleasant. And with that, our collection is complete. I must admit, I am surprised. I did not think you had the determination for such a job. Now, with these 5 relics in our possession, only one thing remains. We will see her again soon. It will all be worth it. You know this. Know what? It will become apparent soon enough. We must make one final voyage. This time I will be with you. I guess we're going. Warning, you are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved after this point. I guess I'll do a quick save. Because I don't see any alternative. We're not given an alternative, that is. But I do want to be sure. I'm ready. We must make one final voyage. I am ready. Do you wish to continue? Yes. One more time, your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Are you sure you wish to continue? Yes. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. With luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. Waiting for the right time. What is 12 o'clock? Now our destination is the open expanse to the west of Greater Marrow. It's marked on the map. We must not tarry on the open waters, not with such significant cargo. Make haste! The shape disappears from the mirror. A chill rises in your body as you turn to leave. The Collector is with you. So I assume he wants us to do haste. So we're going there. To that beam. Although he is making it very clear that... Okay, that's awesome. Can I get away from the island? He's making it really clear that the even the ocean itself doesn't want us to do this. So I'm assuming this is a bad idea. Maybe we shouldn't be doing it now that I am doing it, and there's no going back. Alright. Inspect. This is the place. This is where she was taken from us, and where we can at last bring her back. Only here, and because of what we've achieved. You open the book, its pages are frosted with ice, and a chill mist rises around your fingers. You begin to read aloud. To release a lost one, frozen in time. You throw the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by chains in the deep, you throw the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. You throw the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. You slot the key into the lock of the music box. And lay the weary world to rest. You throw the music box overboard, its key left unturned. fucked up. Or not. There she is. We got her back. Oh no, we definitely fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so... shouldn't have done it. Definitely shouldn't have done it. I mean, on the bright side, we got our wife back. On the downside, I believe we just began the end of the world. We've released Cthulhu. Yeah. That's unfortunate. It's a good game. That story was really good. That twist was pretty good. And, did not see that ending coming. I expected something bad. I did not expect to wake, Eldritch God. But that was really fun. That was a really good game. I am very happy with how that played out. Although it does make me... I don't want to skip this, but it does make me wonder if there is a different option. Is there... I don't know what any other option would be. I guess, since we took the book, I guess we could bring it to the lighthouse keeper. I don't know. I'm gonna skip the rest of that. I wonder if we can bring that book to somebody. Because now that we have it, can we bring it? So now we have it. Can we bring it to the lighthouse keeper? Or are we just doomed forever with the knowledge that we now hold the key to summoning an Eldritch God? Lighthouse keeper. What is it? Can I... Now I'm just gonna be dinking around because I don't know. Yeah, I want to see if there's a way to, not end the world. Seal it. Oh, we gotta do all this again. Which book? This one here. Blah, blah, blah. Don't play dumb with me. You know what book. Where'd you get it? Don't you remember you were there? So shit was she? Give me the book. I'll change. Step closer. You both step closer. Take the book. You break the mirror and I have the book. Book of the Depths in your hand. Alright. So I assume, can I go out to where she is and dump the book? Ah, I bet ya! That's what that map chunk I have is for. Although I want to see if I can do anything. Because I don't know... Lighthouse Keeper. What is it? I have the book. I knew it! I can do something. I knew I could do something with the book. I have the book. You've had it this whole time. Have you not? It does not matter. Make the most of this window of lucidity. Now is the time to act. You still remember where it happened? In that gloomy darkness behind the bay? When you are ready, I'll point the way. So now we're gonna go, I think, get rid of the book. Hopefully this is the good ending. I mean, you don't get... I guess there's no good ending for you. Because you either get your wife back, but in the same breath cause the actual end of the world. Or you live without all of this madness, and without the insanity and the summoning of an eldritch god, but you live without everything. You lose it all. You don't have your wife. You've gone essentially insane. This whatever old god it is has pretty much consumed your mind and fragmented it. You don't really win. There's no winning. But we did the summoning part, so let's get rid of it. I'm ready. Warning, you are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress, yes. I understand. Same as the last time. You must wait until night is thickest, until the ocean is as it was all those years ago. So it'll be the same. We're dredging it out at 12. Or 1, rather. It is time. I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what is right. What's right for her. Throw it back. I mean, I guess that's what her message, her final message was telling you, was to throw it back. But we're gonna go out here and get haste. Go all the way out there and get rid of this book. And hopefully avoid creating the end of the world. Right here. Inspect. This is the place. Throw it back. The book struggles in your grasp. Its weight somehow shifting from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers. Throw it back. You hold it high above your head. A low groan rumbles from the book, echoed by another from the depths. Throw it back. You throw it into the foaming water. And that's it. Oh. Well. I guess I was right. There is no winning for me. The world's safe, but that's the end of me. We sealed the demon away, and the town is fine, and everyone's alright, but us and our wife and everyone around us went insane and lost it and lost our lives. But we did the right thing. Sacrificed ourselves for the greater good. As terrible as that is for us. But we did the right thing. Very good game. I do like that this ending is not explained to you unless you go into actually investigating it. Like, you wouldn't know to do anything about the book other than the first ending, where you summon the god, or the old god, unless you put all the pieces together, went out, found the old mayor, and him being nuts, told you to throw it, get rid of the book, and that you are the collector. And it doesn't really make sense at the time, but as you start putting it all together and reading between the lines and looking at the artifacts and the letters you get around the artifacts, you kind of can put it all together as like, hey, this ring that I'm collecting is the same ring that was mentioned in the letter I picked up about 70 feet that way. And you can kind of link each part into figuring out that you are the collector, or at least getting to that point where you go up and ask yourself in the mirror or the collector before you knew it was you, asking what's going on with the book, because the lighthouse keeper and the old mayor are freaking out and they're like, hey, are you crazy? Go get rid of it. It's a great game. It's really fun. That's pretty much it, right? Yep. It's a good game. I definitely would recommend it. The story's great, the gameplay is interesting, the twists and turns that it can take are very intriguing and will definitely suck you in. And I would highly recommend it. I found it incredibly enjoying. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna leave this one off. I will plan on Friday's stream being a little bit longer, just with the ability to have more time and not, the game not ending and everything. I'll plan on Friday being a bit longer. I'm thinking that I got my hands on Minecraft Legends, probably going to do that instead of the War Thunder stream. I'll make sure to put out a notification about that through everything. And so we'll probably be doing Minecraft Legends on Friday. And then I've got videos planned. I've got a re-release of the MiG-29 coming out tomorrow. They've changed a few things, so if you want to go check that one out tomorrow, I have everything. I'll have everything ready to go for that. And then still debating what I want to do on Thursday. It's kind of a juggle between the Tornado and the F4. But I am going to try to chop, now that I've got the whole game over with, I am going to try to chop up the Dredge streams into videos to put them out there. Just easier to consume instead of watching the whole couple of hours of gameplay. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, there'll be videos tomorrow and Thursday, and then we'll be doing a longer Minecraft Legends stream on Friday, and then the weekend I'll take time and I'll get videos ready to rock and roll for the week. If not, if I'm free, I'll be deciding whether I want to do a stream Sunday night based on how my schedule looks Saturday. And if I do, I'll make sure to put, like, same as the Minecraft Legends change, instead of War Thunder, I'm going to make sure to post that on everything and keep everyone updated. But that's that. Like I said, a very good game, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad you were here to watch it. And I hope everyone has a good night.